What up, YouTube? I hope y'all doing good today. I think it's about to be a season of restoration for a lot of people, including myself. See, God is about to boost you up. What made me come to this revelation is that I was in my Bible app the other day. In this Bible app, it rewards you with levels the more consistent you is on the app. About a year ago, I was supposed to receive this level, but I didn't get it. And just recently, I received a level and another level. So it made me think about Job. See, Job lost everything. He lost his health, his wealth. His friends were treating him bad. His wife was even treating him bad. But God restored all those things times two. See, he boosted him up. And he'll do the same thing for us. And I think this season that's coming up, it's about to be a season of restoration for a lot of people. See, sometimes we go into a season of isolation and in the wilderness, but we come out with more. It's always for our good. See, I have a testimony for you that reminds me of how God boosted me up. Long time ago, I was working in Afghanistan as a contractor. You know, Afghanistan is a war zone. See, we had a boss that was very, very mean and rude to his employees. Nobody stood up to him, but eventually one day I did. But it almost got physical. So they wanted to fire me, but instead of them firing me, they sent me to the worst camp over there, at least one of the worst camps. To me, it seemed like it was the worst one because it was very bad. We got hit by rockets pretty much every other day, if not every day. One time we was getting hit so bad, we were getting hit 2 or 3 times a day. And one day, I got hit in my room. See, we stayed in B huts. B huts, all that is like a room, six to 8 man room built out of wood. It's not like brick and mortar. But we got hit in my room, but luckily the rocket didn't detonate. Man, I was so thankful. I was so thankful to God. But during that time, I was drawing close to God because, not gonna lie, I was scared. Like I said, I was getting hit so many times during that week. During 1 week, I remember sleeping in the building because the building was brick and mortar where I worked at. But one day, I had a friend that I knew that got killed during the time we was getting hit. He was at the gym. And I was always going to this gym, but that day I didn't go. But he ended up going to the gym and he ended up losing his life. So right then and there, I said, you know what? This is enough for me. I figure I made enough money. Let me just go back home. So I went back home. What they call this, like when you go back home, they call it demode. So I demoed to go back home, but I got back to the main camp. And at the main camp, I ended up talking to the site manager. Now the site manager is over the whole camp. And I talked to him and he said, I got somewhere for you to go. But in my mind, I wasn't studying I was studying going back home. I was ready to go back home. And but he said, I got somewhere for you to go. And he said, I'm going to send you over here, which was called the U.S. Embassy. But at that time, I didn't know what the U.S. Embassy was. So I was like, okay, that's cool, you know. So I was walking around camp telling other people that, yeah, they sent me to the embassy. And people was like, they sending you where? Like, what? Like, you going to the embassy? Everybody was like surprised, like, how do you get the embassy? Nobody gets that. I'm like, what you mean? What is that? I didn't even know what it was, but they told me, it's like, you just hit the jackpot. I'm like, for real? Not only did I got the embassy, I got a pay raise too. And when I got to the embassy, it was like I was on vacation. See, I ended up having my own room at the embassy. I didn't have to walk so far to go to work. We had a nightclub, we had a tennis court, we had a swimming pool. I had my own room, my own shower, my own internet, my own TV. I had everything to myself. Like when I was at the other camps before, you had to share all these things. You had to walk to work, long distance to work. So I was like, wow, this is what it was all about. So it made me realize that God was in it the whole time. He brought me out of that bad place into something so much better. He boosted me back up. He restored everything that I thought I lost. I ended up getting a pay raise when I went out there. It was so good. It was one of the best testimonies I remember. So every time I go through storms, I reflect back to that time when I was in Afghanistan. I have other testimonies too, but that's one of the ones I remember the most. And that's all I got for y'all today. I hope this message and this testimony that I gave you help you out when you're doing the storm. And like I say, I think this season, this time, this year, 2025, a lot of us gonna receive what we lost. He gonna boost us up, and he gonna restore us what we lost. I hope this video helped you out. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.